I feel like such a fraud, such an inconsistent fraud. I don't even know how to welcome you guys back to my YouTube channel, but hey, Happy New Year. I just want to talk about last year and my expectations for this year. I know it's corny because that's what everyone seems to do. Come out at the end of the year or at the beginning of a new year and talk about things, goals, resolutions, and then somewhere in between the year, that momentum is lost and then nothing happens until the end of the year again, and then it's the same thing over and over again. I want to break that cycle. How do you break that cycle? Don't be carrying workload that you cannot handle just because you are excited. Last year I started my YouTube channel. There was a lot of support, there was a lot of activity, there was a lot of vim, there was a lot of hope. And I think I released 2 or 3 videos in July with a commitment to release a video every week. How crazy was I? I underrated the workload that came with that. I thought it was just making videos and editing, but there's a whole lot of things that go into just, telling stories that people will actually want to listen to. I got tired. I got exhausted. I was making this huge transition in my career, and I was also trying to do YouTube. I just disappeared, to be honest. That was bad for me. At least I learned something. Set small goals. I thought I was going to get to 5k subscribers from July to December, because I obviously had this plan, but I was not consistent. I think my theme for last year was inconsistency. I was inconsistent with a whole lot of things, and that affected me because when you're inconsistent, you can't see results. It's not rocket science. You don't water your plant every day, soon the plant will die. And it was eating me up on the inside. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry that maybe I give some people false hope. I don't know if there are people expectant enough to hope that they will get stuff from me every week, or at least even every month. I don't know if such people exist. If you exist, you can indicate in the comment section. But I kind of let myself down as well. Started this thing, I had a plan for it, but I just couldn't stay consistent. To be honest, right, this inconsistency didn't just come from a place of wanting to be inconsistent. It was part laziness, and then another reason was I was intimidated. I was intimidated by all the things I used to see online. People are cool, people create cool stuff. I started to feel like my content was not good enough. I wasn't such a brilliant storyteller, or the quality of my stuff was just poor. And then there's people out there just creating high quality things, which is ironic because I think I remember in my very first video I said something about just starting. I think we need to now come from a place where we tell people just start to telling people how to actually start. I didn't have anybody to tell me how to start. I just started, really, because that's the advice you see everywhere. Just start with what you have, start with what you have. But sometimes what you have is actually not enough, and that's okay. What do you do with what you have then? You set small goals and you make sure you hit those small goals with what you have. For instance, I record all my videos with my mobile phone, edit on my mobile phone. Some people have cameras, some people have good microphones, some people have whole studio productions, and they can probably afford to release videos every week. But me, with my phone and my camera, I was expecting to do this thing every single week while I was attending to other responsibilities. So I probably should have said, every month one video, every month at least one video, and then it would have given me time to think, time to come up with ideas on how to execute, time to edit. But no, I went creating big, ridiculous expectations in my head, and obviously I failed. I must also add that over planning was one of the reasons for inconsistency. Sometimes you plan and you plan and you plan and you plan and you get lost in the cycle of planning and you never execute. I used to have this process where I would write what I wanted to talk about and maybe write like bullet points of things I wanted to say, because a lot of people complain that YouTubers just blab and blab and blab. All those can be useful depending on your personality. If you're like me, that can fall into the trap of inconsistency because you are over planning, then please just do what you can do, however you can do it. For this year, I'm expecting to have fun. Just do things on the go. Don't overthink things. Be consistent, but in your own capacity. I'm not going to promise anybody videos every week. I don't think I can make that commitment. If I say I'm going to release a video once every 3 months, I will do that. If I also say I'm going to release a video every day, I will do that. But I do hope that however regularly I decide to release videos, that there will be people who always want to listen. There are people who always want to share. Because to be honest, as much as you want to say, oh, just do it for yourself, I kind of need those subscribers. I need those comments. I need the likes. I need the metrics. Come on, who are we deceiving? I haven't yet decided, but and that's because I've experienced a lot of life changes in just how many months. Got my own house. I didn't buy it, but I paid for it. It was kind of like a big deal for me because it was not in my plans for last year. Oh yeah, I also got a job and I'm leading a team. How crazy is that? I'm also, like making this transition to tech. I haven't kind of figured things out. I guess all that matters is to just do what you have to do, to be honest. I feel like I'm even blabbing in this video because I didn't plan this video. I just feel like you guys who have been here deserve to hear from me. And to be honest, you guys deserve to just be seeing my fine face, even if that's all, because look at me. So yeah, it's a new year. You have those goals, you have those aspirations, you have those things you want to start doing, and you always hear people tell you, excuse me. And you always hear people tell you start with what you have. But I'm just going to make a readjustment to that message. Yes, start with what you have, but in the capacity that what you have can carry you, so that you are consistent enough to begin to see results little by little. Don't start out like other people who are way more equipped than you are, even though what you want to do is the same thing as what they're doing. If you want to start a YouTube channel and all you have is your phone, set goals that your phone can carry you to achieve. Don't set goals as if you are Clarence Peters or as if you are Meji Alabi or any other, popular music video directors, because you will most likely get tired. You most likely get discouraged. You will most likely, doubt your own abilities to create things that people want to see or listen to. I noticed that I have a lot of new subscribers now. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I think this year I would pay more attention to you guys who are already here, even as I try to get other people on board. But I can't do that on my own. So whether or not you found this video useful, I think at the very least I look very pretty. So share with your friends and tell them to subscribe. Peace and love. And swag out. Bye.